Once upon a time, long, long ago, when the stars moved much more frequently and they were still deciding where they wanted to be, the first dream cat made an arrangement with a star to take all of the nightmares of all of the galaxy and store them on a spare planet that was only stone. They called it Lorryack. I suppose it was assuming that if all of the nightmares were in one place and not able to roam free, well then the whole galaxy would be better off for it. But you see, that particular star, she had given up on family life, for she had had several planets orbiting her when first life began. But everything was moving so fast, and Stardust collided with her planets and destroyed them. In despair, the star thought she wouldn't mind keeping the nightmares so close by, especially if, by this sacrifice, she could bring some light and hope to the rest of the galaxy. Over time, her other planet, the rocky remains that she had named Xenon, that were much battered long ago by faraway comets striking it, this world, Xenon, received a colony. The Lorryack, the Shadow Fairies, the last of their kind. Time passed, and the star noticed that some of the nightmares from Mo-Rev were lingering in orbit. And Xenon was picking up the nightmares. It was collecting them. And so the Lorryack began to suffer. Their sleep began to suffer. What to do? The star wept. The little stardust and comets and debris from her tears fell to the surface of Xenon, and the Lorryack, already plagued by rogue nightmares, and now tortured in waking life by burning meteors falling all around them, the Lorryack began to lose hope. They began to go mad, and their madness poisoned them in the light and in the shadow, in sleeping and in waking. The Lorryack began to dig. They dug deeper and deeper into the depths of their worlds. Until they reached a great cavern that shimmered and sparkled with a light of its own. And here, in the center, was a perfect sphere of light. It shone with every color of the rainbow and no color at all. And suddenly, in the presence of this orb, the Lorryack felt soothed and no longer haunted by the thoughts of their nightmares. They discovered they could sleep easily and peacefully for the first time in such a long time, and their hearts were not so heavy inside them. This is the answer to our prayers, thought the Lorryack. This glowing thing is the charm to protect us. But there are so many Lorryack and only one orb. So they decide to split up the orb. But as soon as the hammer comes down upon the perfect sphere of light, they know they have done a terrible thing. They understand finally that this orb was in fact the heart of their planet, Xenon, that they have just destroyed, broken into 1,000 sharp tears, dissolving into nothing. Darkness loomed over them, and its name was